Hello, National Friday celebrators, and welcome to another extremely awesome video by me, the Fridayverse. So today what I got for you is for all my fellow nerds out there, especially the ones that love Star Wars. Okay, so today, take a look. So, no, I'm just kidding. So, from what you've heard about, from PS4, Xbox One, and Mac and Windows PC, that Star Wars Battlefront have been released. But what some of you may not realize is that before that, in 2005, 2007, and I guess 2009, there were more Star Wars Battlefronts being made for the PlayStation 2, original Xbox, and yes, even one for the Nintendo DS. Today I will show you the original Star Wars Battlefronts. So you may think these are just bootlegged at first. Well, what you actually need to realize is that they're not. Star Wars Battlefront, here's the original Star Wars Battlefront game. Dang it. Why can't you see it? Here it is. It's called Star Wars Battlefront, and it's on Platinum Hits on my PlayStation 2. Here you've got a Stormtrooper with the laser and the original LucasArts symbol. Then here you've got Star Wars Battlefront 2, PlayStation 2, and for those of you who do know what I'm talking about, you'll be pretty amazed to find out that there is Star Wars Battlefront Elite Squadron that came out on the Nintendo DS. I don't know when, but that's not on an... And I have my Nintendo 2DS here that uses the same software as a 3DS. So, we're going to do... This is not a blind gameplay. I've played these games many times before. And I overuse the word many. Like, I wasn't born many years ago. I'm not like a old person like my grandparents or anything. I'm definitely youthful, and that's what you like to see in YouTubers, isn't it? Anyway, so we're going to continue with Star Wars Battlefront. I already put the disc in, the disc ROM in for my PS2, so we're just going to begin the video. Well, the video is already beginning, obviously. So, we're just going to do it, and then I guess I'll show you the backs later. Here is a truck poster, Chevrolet. Anyway, so here's my TV, like you've seen before, and this isn't the actual, like, a formal shape for a PlayStation controller. If you know, the PlayStation 2 controller looks just like the original PlayStation controller from '97, I think. Anyway, so here's mine. It used to be my older sister's that I was in the autism videos with, when I was younger, a couple years ago. It's purple and pink and see-through, but that doesn't matter because there's no such thing as boy colors or girl colors. You can like whatever you freaking want to. Anyway, so here's the new signal. Boy colors and girl colors is actually a racist terminology. It's not right. Anyway, so here we go. Alright, so turn my disc around. There's Star Wars Battlefront, the original. Got my controller. Press the X button. That'll load it up to this screen. So now I'm going to show you what's on my memory card. This is the generic memory card that holds about like 121 megabytes. It's pretty cool. So let me just show. We have Star Wars Battlefront. My code name is, my call sign is some guy. Then we've got your system configuration, Star Wars Starfighter. It's a really good game, I have it down there. Soul Calibur 3. It's pretty much like Mortal Kombat, except... Oh, and I didn't list all the Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe characters in my video where I played WWE 2K16. That video is called My First YouTube Channel, if you haven't seen it yet. It's on my channel, obviously. SmackDown, back when WWE was called WWF. This game from 2001, it's really good. SVR 2008, it's alright. It's a SmackDown vs. Raw. Huh? Why is Star Wars Battlefront duplicated? It's really weird. Here's Star Wars Battlefront 2, Kingdom Hearts 1, Seaside Shack, Sphinx the game, Full Metal Alchemist 2. Great anime manga series. SOCOM 2 U.S. Navy SEALs. It's a game like Call of Duty. It's my dad's. Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup. Pretty good game. They use like the same characters from the Harry Potter books, except Spinette, Alicia appears where like Harry first and Harry's second year, and I don't know if she played them, but whatever. And Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events based off of the books. Those were good books. The movie that they made about that was pretty crappy because it rushed all the movies, and it only had like rushed all the books, and it only had like the first like 3, I think. But yeah. So here we go while it's reading my disc. And if you haven't seen, you can play PlayStation 1 games on here. So when I'm a little older and I get the original Grand Theft Auto game, and then Grand Theft Auto London 1963, 69, and Grand Theft Auto 2, which are all T for teen instead of M for mature. And then when I'm even older and get the M for mature ones, that'll be fun. You can play them on here. You just need either a PlayStation 1 memory card or a generic one like I have. It says PS2 right there. But I'll just scroll back so you can see memory card, PS1 and PS2 and PS1. Anyway. So here we go on our grand adventure a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I recently went to see the new movie, The Force Awakens, and let me tell you, it was so awesome I couldn't even blink afterward. I just loved it so much. There's my PS2 that I showed you in the previous video called My First YouTube Channel. So we're going to try to fit short gameplay advertisements for all 3 of those. I know maybe advertisements is the wrong word because people have known that these games are out for a while. Like little... Okay. So here is Star Wars Battlefront. It's loading. It's a little different than the second one, I gotta say, which is different than the DS one. But this one, okay, so the one that just came out that in 2015, a while ago, is for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. That was a remake, a series reboot of this. That says LucasArts, by the way. Dolby Digital. Let me switch my camera angles. Freaking no. So this one has a cool little entrance, or not an entrance movie, but I'm gonna press start. There's my login. So it rushes over to that. So here are the features. First, you've got your... Okay, is there any way that I can set this? Because I don't think I can hold the controller and this at the same time. It's a little wonky. You've got your single player, your multiplayer, your split screen, your tutorials, and your options. In single player, you've got... There's some ATSTs. Historical Campaign, Galactic Conquest, and Instant Action. Here are the maps for Instant Action. Bespin platforms, I'm not really sure what that means. You got... Crap, hang on. You got your... Frick? Sorry about that. I didn't say the F word, I said frick. Not as bad, but still. Dang it, hang on. Oh, okay, there's a little orange box now. So I am going. So you've got Bespin platforms, Bespin Cloud City. There's the Imperial March version of the Star Wars theme song playing right now. It's pretty good. Oh, there's my Nintendo Wii. And my original Xbox. And my lamp. And my truck poster. And my sports thingy-majigger. And my freaking dinosaur poster. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you got Andor Bunker, Genesis, Spire, Hoth, Echo Base, Camino, Tipico City. If you're familiar with... Shut up, music. If you're familiar with, sorry about that, I just had to shut it up for a second. If you're familiar with the, Star Wars, The Force Unleashed video games, Camino is the Storm City where Starkiller gets cloned. It's pretty complicated. That's in the second one. So you got Kashyyyk Dots, Naboo Plains. What the heck? I know there's a whole list. Hang on, let me figure this out. Okay. Naboo Plains. Naboo Theed, Renvar Harbor, Renvar Citadel, Tatooine Dune Sea, blah blah blah. You research it on your own if you want. You've got some pretty good maps. Let me turn it up to my volume that I like it. Okay, so here's what's in the Galactic Conquest. I know a lot of people really love my videos, and I actually have yet to be subscriber yet. But if you subscribe to me, you can become a National Friday celebrator, and I will love you. Oh crap, that's Galactic Conquest. Can't really see what I'm doing. Historical Campaign, Galactic Civil War. Alright, so you got Tatooine Desert Extermination, which is level 1. And this you play as the Evil Empire, before they were called the First Order. Oh crap! That was in the trailers, but it's not a big spoiler. It's not a spoiler at all. You'll live. I actually found out much worse from my friends at my middle school before I saw it, so, and from my not friends at my middle school. So you'll definitely live, don't worry. Well, it's actually a high school. Never mind. Why do I say middle? I don't know. Renvar, Sabotage at Renvar, Yavin 4, Assault on Yavin 4. Here you play as the Imperials. The Rebel Alliance. You play as the good guys like Luke Skywalker. Or not Luke Skywalker, but you play as his allies. You can actually see Luke on the field sometimes. Fall of Yavin 4, Hoth, the Battle of Hoth, the Liberation of Cloud City, that's in Bespin, there's a little trivia for you, and Battle in the Clouds. This is where things get pretty complicated. So I'm just going to tell you about the gameplay a little bit. Using the directional pad, which is here, the little thing that looks like a waffle, yeah, that thing. I would not want to eat a gray rubbery waffle, though. That would taste pretty... Actually, hang on, let me... Ew. Yeah, it actually does taste pretty bad. I have no idea why I did that, and that was probably a retarded thing. Don't try that at home. Don't. It's gross. It was kind of fun, I guess. Anyway, so using that, pressing up, you can give... left, right, and down. You can give certain commands for people to follow you, for people to at ease, which if you're not familiar with military personnel terminology, that means to basically put your hand down and like stop listening for orders for a second, like your teachers. Like they'll tell you to look at you instead of copying down your notes in math class, which you really want to do because you're struggling and they know that, and so they should just let you work because they know, secretly they know you can hear them while you're writing down. They just really don't care and they're like attention hogs, even though like I know it's their job to teach you, but I mean, like they still need to let you copy down notes sometimes. Yeah, that was just a little problem I have. Anyway. So, you can give different commands for them to follow you, at ease, move out, and, to stay. Like to stay, good boy. No, not like that. That would be pretty perverted on a human. Good boy. Yeah, like that. But, eyebrow dance. Yes, it would be like that. But, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so, these commands can be helpful when you have a bunch of enemies shooting at you, and then you are trying to shoot at them back, so you can tell your troops to hold so they won't explore, and they'll actually back you up. If you press follow me, you'll say different things depending on how many times like you'll click on it, but it'll still mean follow me, and you do that about 2 or 3 at a time will come, and you can lead them in a battle to shoot at the other enemy so you don't die as easily. There's many tips that you have for surviving. Oh, also in Battlefront 2, if you get a grenade thrown at you, you will fly in the air and die, but in Battlefront, there's a 50% chance that you will actually still stay alive. Like, every once in a great while, I get hit with a grenade, and I fly in the air, blah, 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 but it only does, like, 1% damage, and I'm still alive, which is pretty amazing. I will turn volume back up so you can hear the music. Here's the regular stuff. Okay. So we're going to do Battle on the Clouds.
Imperial garrison has been left behind.
Okay, so we have recaptured Cloud City, but now we have to secure the outlying mining platforms. Remember, pilots will automatically repair whatever vehicles they are currently piloting. Use the fighter craft to attack the enemy from behind. Back. Speaking of Call of Duty, it's rated T for Teen for the violence, and the users interact. It's not serious users interact, you can just go visit other people's base. That's stupid that they even marked it for that. Play it on Google Play, it's really awesome. It's just like Classic Clans, you have to place soldiers around, and it's not exactly first person at all. Well, it is somewhat, but not. It's definitely way different, and some people may not even like the style, because it's... Okay, it uses Celerium, it uses Call of Duty money like oil and gold, Celerium, and Call of Duty characters. And you zoom in, place soldiers on the field to attack, and they'll just automatically attack different things, except that you have a certain character like Ghost, I must said Fisher-Price, I don't know why, Captain Price or Yuri, like, you know, blah blah blah. You can move them around the fields so they can go attack different things. What I find helpful is placing them on the field, then placing a bunch of troops behind them, so I'll travel in a big group shooting at different things. And one time I was on someone's base, but they came back, and they were shooting me, so then I stepped up to them, and I pointed my gun at him, but it was too late, and I shot down my soldier. You don't have control of where they fire, but you have control of where the heroes move, not the troops. All you have control over them is just placing them. But it's still really awesome, and it's by the Call of Duty and Activision license. So here we go, I pressed X. There's the Millennium Falcon. I think this was a scene from one of the movies, possibly Empire Strikes Back, but I'm not exactly sure. And to make it first person, you, on the analog sticks, both of them, you take your thumbs and you press really hard, and it'll turn into first person mode. And do that again to turn back from first person. This game was really awesome. It'll show you where your map coordinates are and basically where you're fighting at. So it'll just take a couple seconds and you can choose where I want to get in a direct line with the enemy, so I'm going to stay there. Okay, I'm not going to be able to move that well. Here, I'm just going to show you how to command.
Move out.
Move out is pressing up.
Hold up. Right away.
On the waffle. Hold position is down.
Move out.
Left is at ease. And right is follow me to get people to back you up. Alright, well, here you can see where the troops are. Green is you, and red is bad, so that's the enemy. I'm going to play for a little bit, and I'm going to let you know how I do. Turn it back up. 33, 44, 45. I know you won't exactly be able to see the action. So I'm just going to do a little bit and then pause. Ooh, it looks like we're losing some troops on both sides. Okay, well, you can skip ahead a little bit. I'm just going to play for a small bit and then pause. I'm not even going to finish out the entire act, so don't worry. Okay, so right now I'm going forward and I'm by this staircase and a wall. There's a bunch of enemies in front of me, as you would be able to see on the map here. On this map, this is a really good war game. So on the map you can see my coordinates. Let me just make it... This is what first person mode is like. That's the perspective. Go in there, you can commit epic suicide if you want. Ooh, people are capturing people already. And then, to restore that, just toggle hard on the sticks. I mean, you'll figure it out. And then it'll look normal again. I accidentally brought up a huge... Okay, if by any chance you're struggling with the buttons and you accidentally bring up the map, all you have to do is press select. It's a button located right over here, and it'll just restore your menu. So I'm just going to play for a little bit.
We've captured a command post.
Okay. Over here is where you're going to want to... And you can't roll like you can in Star Wars Battlefront 2. You can crouch, and you can crawl on the ground. Right here is where the enemies are. I'll just keep walking around a little bit, and you'll find it. If you get to this area, it's where all of them will try to shoot at you, and this is where the fight goes on. My best tip, cover every once in a while, throw grenades, and shoot like it's your job. And Well, because it actually is. You're in the military. And then if you turn around at a full 360, well, not 360 degree angle, because then you just end up facing this again, but turn around to the back, like, okay, so I'm standing here. Turning around full way, I would be facing this. You will find a droid that looks exactly like a trash can, or kind of like a Dalek, sort of, from Doctor Who. It's silver. Go to that, crouch behind it, and it will heal you up to 100%. And then there's another thing that looks like a shorter trash can, which is tan, like the sand, like the color of the sand, or like those really tall sand people that are on Tatooine, what they call now Jakku. And you just go there, and that'll heal your ammo, so your grenades. We're gonna wrap this game up soon, and then we'll get on to the others. If you hear that right now, that's the sound of gunfire. Right now, I'm trying to capture a command post on the enemy side. I got a little late head start since I was talking to you guys, and I just got blown up by a grenade. When you do that, it'll look like this. So this game is really awesome. It has a really good storyline, and I can't think of anything else really more to say about it. Let me just continue for a little bit more. You can capture command posts, and if you capture these two, you'll end up going down a flight of stairs to where's your final battlefront, and then there's the final part of the war where stormtroopers and rebel soldiers alike are fighting everywhere. There's all kinds of water. Oh yeah, don't try to swim, because if you don't know how to swim, you will die. You will drown. You can throw grenades and blah blah blah, and that one's really hard, and it's impossible to win this level. Okay. Well,
We've lost a command post.
now I'm going to talk about Star Wars Battlefront 2. And one of the main differences with that is, not only does it have way more maps and instant action, like you can play in the Death Star. There's like, I think 15 more locations that you can play in instant action, and the graphics are way better. For some reason it's not recognizing my memory card. I have to reset it for a second. But Star Wars Battlefront 2 has way more maps and better graphics, except you can't command troops. That's like the only bad thing about the entire game. It's way better than Star Wars Battlefront 1, except for some reason the story mode is way better than Star Wars Battlefront 2. The story mode for Battlefront 2 sucks, but the overall gameplay is amazing. Here's my 128 megabyte memory card. If you're unfamiliar with that technique, the blowing, that's something you had to do back in the day. This technically isn't considered retro gaming yet, because PS2, like the last PS2 games were WWE games coming out in like 2010. So, you know. Okay, there's my memory card again. Let me get you guys set up here. So Star Wars Battlefront 2 has a different loading screen and better graphics, as I mentioned before. Plus, there's a mode where you can play as all kinds of Jedi and Sith, bounty hunters, and heroes with blasters. Which you cannot, and the music, the soundtracks are way catchier songs. Actual, like, movie songs. So there's a lot of differences from this game to this game, to this game. But I really like them better. I don't know how this is a bestseller and this isn't, because they're equal. If not, this is better. But that's something I'm confused about. So we're just gonna try Star Wars Battlefront 2 here. I've seen it played before, and then I'll show you some more. And then I'll show you some more stuff. I hope you guys aren't bored with this. After this, I'm gonna do another video today, and I promise it'll be shorter. So this is what the Star Wars Battlefront 2 disc looks like. Yeah, alright. Let me drop the tablet. The gravity gave it a stone cold stunner. What are you looking at? Alright, hang on a second. Yeah, alright. So this is season 1, episode 2. It's reading my disc. Wish it would take long. I wish it would read out faster, like the Xbox. Sometimes I get impatient. Read the freaking disc! Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Here we go with the Star Wars Battlefront 2. From 2007. This game's really awesome. This takes longer to load, but trust me, it's definitely worth the wait. If anything. You just can't be freaking impatient. That's all. Like if you are, like, so impatient, then you're gonna want to burn yourself. Let me get a shot of me real quick here. While we're waiting. Yeah, hey everybody, it's me, and I'm doing the song. I really don't know why, and it's not on iTunes. That would be pretty freaking cool if it were. Since it's not, I think... Chewbacca. Oh, it had a Star Wars Battlefront thing, and it was loading. Mild language, I disagree with that. They just yell at you if you shoot them, if you do a friendly fire. I'm doing finger quotes. Because it's not really that friendly. It's, pardon my language, an a-hole thing to do. So, this is what I mean. Lee 9876543. Here's actually a good technique of something that I thought of. So, if you name yourself himself, okay, if you accidentally kill yourself in Star Wars Battlefront, and it'll say, whatever your name is, killed himself. This is a prayer, by the way, for God that I have framed. I am extremely Christian, but I won't show it, because some of you are different religions, which, personally, I think is stupid, but you're entitled to your own opinions and religions, so I'm not going to talk about that at all. I promise you I won't. So anyway, to kill yourself in Star Wars Battlefront, it'll say whatever your name is, killed himself. Well, if you name yourself himself, let's say, Theric Farrell killed you, so it would say, he's just one of the computer players. So Theric Farrell killed himself. Or his mama. Whatever you want your name to be. Like, funny names. So you got single player, multiplayer options. And let me show you the maps from that compared to the maps from Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is a game I definitely recommend. So you've got Coruscant. You've got Coruscant, Dagobah, Death Star, Endor, and it even gives a description of planets, which I don't think it does in the original. Felucia, Genesis, Hoth, Jabba's Palace, Kamino, Kashyyyk, Mos Eisley, Mustafar, Megiddo, Naboo, Palos Massa, Space, Felucia, Space Hoth. These are like the international space stations. Yeah, on the planets. Space Megiddo, Space Tatooine, Space Yavin, Tantive for Utapau, Yavin for all maps. And you can even play as like a Jedi and a Sith and use all kinds of freaking awesome force powers to aid you during the fight. It's embarrassing that the other games don't have this. It's really awesome. And you've got, of course, your different other features as well. I'm not gonna get into like a whole gameplay of this, but it's really awesome, this game. This is the right way to turn off a PS2. Now we're gonna look at the DS version for our final gameplay of the day. We are going to look at Star Wars Battlefront Elite Squadron. On the back, it says, the battle gets bigger. Well, the game is really small, like my mother. The game is really small and pathetic compared to the other ones. I'm just gonna read it. Okay, so it says, the battle gets bigger, play an epic story spanning the entire Star Wars saga and 11 different worlds. That is extremely true. It is a very epic, kind of sad story full of action. You can battle in space and all kinds of really awesome stuff. It's not like the other story modes or the other Star Wars Battlefronts. This one's like a campaign. I like Call of Duty games, and it's really cool. Choose your battlefront, battle on the ground, in space, or aboard capital ships, and fight your way. Choose from 4 unique battle classes: Assault, Spy, Heavy, and Engineer. It's rated everyone 10 and up for fantasy violence. I already put that in my 2DS. And we're just going to show off some of the features for this. 13 play coins from walking. Yeah, that's right, idiots. I can walk. No, I'm just kidding. You guys aren't idiots. If anything, you guys watching this video are really awesome. And that was a playful insult. I'm not really like that in real life. I'm very nice to people. Which is the best way to make friends and stuff. Just some copyright things, so you guys know that I didn't come up with this. Okay, so you got campaign. Here are your instant action things. This is pretty sad, but it's pretty impressive for DS. So, you're about to play instant action, battle against friends or computer, blah blah blah. Okay. You got host game, join game. We're just gonna host a free-for-all team mode and hero mode. On hero mode, you can battle in Bespin and another place. Those are it. But you get 3 rounds to prove to yourself, multiplayer on DS download play or regular, or like host game, join game, whatever you want, that you are the best and the ultimate shooting champion. Through 3 different levels, you can choose whatever the time limit and the limit of points. That's completely up to you. The campaign mission's just a story. Here's my current playtime. That's all. Like, there's nothing really distinctive. Oh, I'm gonna show you who all you can play as a Jedi and a Sith real quick. And then the video will come to an end. So we're gonna host game. We're gonna do hero mode on ours. Hero mode is like... Oh, you can play as Mustafar and Bespin. We're gonna do Mustafars. Time limit is 0 minutes, and the scoring limit is 0 points. It's not letting me do that. It's a 200 points. I'm just gonna say. You can play as X2, Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda, Coda, X1. Is that what X1 looks like now? Holy crap. He really let himself go. Dang. Mace Windu, the Emperor, Darth Vader, Okay, so I really hope you guys love this video as much as I do. I know it got a little boring at some points. I'll try to be a little more entertaining. Thank you guys for sticking with me, and more videos are coming out later. Bye.